respond?
That no.
Questions 8 and 9, second group of questions. 8 and 9, I believe, have been taken together.
Yes. The programme for a partnership government, published on the 11th of May, sets out an ambitious programme of work to build a strong economy and to deliver a fair society. Implementing the programme over the lifetime of the government will involve a range of activity involving all government departments. My own department is engaging with all other departments at present to identify individual commitments and to determine responsibility for these actions. These will be published in due course by each department in their respective statement of strategy. As part of the process, I am currently meeting with individual ministers to agree their priorities for the coming year, taking into account the actions and the ambitions in the programme for government. To date, I have met with 8 ministers and meet with a further 2 tomorrow. The programme for government sets out a new and collaborative approach in doing business, not only including the partners of government, but is inclusive of the Oireachtas and wider society. There are many challenges ahead, including areas such as housing and homelessness, education and health, broadband and rural development. The government is committed to tackling these challenges head-on to ensure that we build a society where the recovery is felt by every individual and family around the country. The Programme for Government Office in my own department will monitor the implementation of the programme and report to me and to the Cabinet on progress across all government departments. An annual report will be published after the first year outlining the progress made.
I want to ask you about one section of the programme for government which I raised when it was first published earlier on in April or March, whenever it was. And I'm still really confused and getting more confused by the day as to whether or not this section of the planned programme for government is to be implemented or not, and that is in relation to the linkage of child benefit with school attendance. Now, I raised this earlier on because I was shocked to see such a right-wing proposal contained in what's being called a new politics programme for government that would already penalise people who are reliant on child benefit for sending their children to school, removing it if their children don't attend school, because there's lots of evidence to show that it's for many reasons that children don't attend school. It's not because their parents are spending the money in the gambling shop or in the pub and don't give a damn about them. It's often because they have issues to do with disability, that perhaps they're being bullied, that their special needs are not being met at school, and that they're often related to economic and developmental problems within the family. And penalising those families by removing child benefit does little or nothing to address the attendance of children at school. So I was shocked to see it. Subsequently, I think in this House, but certainly in front of me in RTE, the Minister with responsibility for social welfare, Leo Varadkar, said that he was not in favour of this measure. I believe that he then said in this House that that measure would not be implemented. And as recently as this morning in the Daily Mail, it's reported that Denis Naughton, whose baby this is, literally, he's the one that's been promoting it and pushing it, one of the independents, as we like to call them now, is saying that this is not going away, that he's going to put it to the floor of the House, and that he believes that he has enough support amongst TDs, and he believes he has the support of parents and teachers, and in particular I'm concerned that he believes he has the support of a majority of teachers. I don't know where he gets that evidence from, to implement this measure. And I would like it to be clarified either by yourself or indeed by Minister Varadkar or Deputy Naughton, who is telling the truth here. Is the programme for government going to implement the measure to penalise and link the school attendance with child benefit, or is it not? And is Deputy Naughton going to pursue this issue on the floor of the Dáil, despite the Minister's pronouncement that it will not be pursued?
Taoiseach, you have 26 seconds.
Well, school attendance is a very important element of a child's education, and the best education that can be given to children and to young people gives them the best opportunity to find a pathway out of, difficult circumstances, poverty, and the route to find a job, and therefore to be able to live a life. I think there was a misinterpretation. What's involved here, the intention is not to take child benefit away from people. The intention here is to see that children, in whatever circumstances, are enabled to have the same opportunities as anybody else. And you're quite right, in many different circumstances in places around the country, It's not as simple as it looks. There may well be personal issues, there may well be family, partner, extended family issues, or whatever may be personal to the child and the difficulties that they have, and no services being made available to them. The important point highlighted by Deputy Naughton here is that child benefit is a fundamentally important element of welfare in Ireland. Minister for Social Protection has made that, but so is school education. And therefore supports need to be available so that every child can have the opportunity to be able to go to school, to learn in whatever circumstances and better themselves. And obviously that requires, in many cases, dealing with a situation where, for whatever reason, some children do not attend school.
Thank you very much, Taoiseach. Thank you very much. We need. No. Sorry. Well, no. Sorry. Time has elapsed. Time has elapsed. We have to proceed. Deputy Smith, please. We have concluded. Well, I'm afraid we have no way of forcing any member to answer a question to your satisfaction. That situation. Well, excuse me. We're proceeding to the order of business.